So we're freehand at the moment, so that you can see what's going on with this grind. You can see my contact point here. You can see that down along here is, oops, sorry, down along this face here is parallel with this outside edge, and we've still got to take this bit here out to make it straight all the way down. So yeah, still a bit to come out of this one. So what I'm going to do is show you how I do the setup. I take my red Sharpie and I mark the face that I'm going to machine. Well, this is an art line or a Sharpie, it doesn't matter. Same thing. I take my parallel and I eyeball the angle and the height off the top of the plate. I'll then take another of my mag bases and I'll put that there and I'll lock it in, and you saw how that moved to fraction. That's alright. I'll come back and I'll have a look, and I take my very soft, lightweight nylon hammer. That just lets me tap it around very gently. Now, I'll wind this in, having a look to see if you're still in shot, and you get this into the area where the wheel is going to touch, and I can see wheel just touches there, and I'll bring it back and I'll have a look to see where it's touching. I'm a red Sharpie mark and we're high on the outside. So what I do is I can tap that round a little bit, tap that back down onto the base, and I can see that still needs to go further. And we're still touching on the outside edge, so we'll come around a little bit further. And you can see it's got to come a bit further again. Now we're splitting fractions of a degree here. And I've got a mark on the inside here, which you won't be able to see from where you are. But I've got a mark which is, yeah, probably okay to use, I think. What we'll do is we'll take a light cut. And we'll give it quite the light cut I was after. But we've got a good contact mark there. And hopefully, there we go. So what we've got is we've got a difference between the width here and the width there, but that's okay. So I've already machined one side of it. Actually, we'll zoom out a little bit. That's the cats. So we've got this, this, this and this. You see by the width of these that they are parallel to the outside edges, which is a pretty good indication that the rest of it's pretty good. Ground the back faces, so now we'll move on to doing the big ones. Okay, camera wants to focus on everything except for what I want it to focus on. But what I'm trying to show you is the red spot here is where we haven't touched yet. What we're seeing there is a bit of stone, shape of the stone, so what we'll do is we'll come back and this should be close to a final cut, I think. We're still cutting on this outside edge of the stone here, which is what I'm looking for. Perfect. And so, that'll do that one. These mag bases are rated at 60 kilos. Whether they actually do it or not is a different story, but that's what they're rated at. And so, you can see that that's a full width touch across there. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. It's full width touch across there, about a quarter of the way up, but it's not touching the rest of it. So what we'll do is we'll what we've got is we're not touching this area here, but we've got good contact on the rest of it, so we'll give it another 0.02 of a millimetre, which I probably should have done right at the other end, but we'll go through it this way anyway. And 2 more. Now what we'll do is we'll come out about 4/100. We're cutting on the leading edge, which is what we're looking for. Pulling through the centre of the wheel like that sometimes leaves you with a bit of, well, doesn't sometimes, it leaves you with a bit of hollow in the centre of the wheel. So it helps you get away with it. Some of the not so perfect things from a theoretical point of view. We haven't quite cleaned up on the very edge. Down the end here, right at the very end, we're not quite there, but for all intents and purposes it'll be perfect. But as soon as I've got the grinder set up, and it's in the grinder, I think that'll do it. That's good enough. Cool. Job's done. Go and do the others. So it's nice and straight down here, it's nice and straight down there. These two angles here, they don't actually even have to be the same as long as they're parallel to each other. As in not wedged. As long as they're not wedged into each other, then it's fine.